Hey, what's going on, invaders? Welcome to the post-show recap for Zorch Radio episode 295. To just turn off the microphones here at Zorch Radio and at another Thursday night wrecking pit. If you don't know what it is, psychotronic rock and roll. That's our own hybrid of psychobilly, trash, and surf. We do it every Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. here at Real Punk Radio, and that's West Coast time, West Coast United States, based out of here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Of course, we play a whole bunch of music, and my name's Jake Noose, and that's DJ Hodaddy.
Hi.
Alongside of you, we build the program as the show goes on, and play probably 50 or 60 songs each episode, probably more like 50, I think. But what were some of your favorite tracks from tonight's playlist?
Out of the 51 tracks we played tonight, I was digging Link Ray, Law of the Jungle, off of Law of the Jungle. Imagine that. Good track. And then also played the Deuced Coups. We did Satan's Chariot off of this one, off of Hot Rodder's Choice. That's a really good one right there.
Sounds very familiar.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't tell because I had earwigs in my brain when I heard it. Some of my favorite tracks from tonight's playlist. Astro Zombies off of Frog's Legs. We played Attack of the Green Farts. Killer song. And also we played the title track off of Blue Cats, Fight Back. Killer album. Love the Blue Cats. That's my favorite song off that one. So a lot of fun to play.
Well, tonight we were talking in the chat room, asking people's input on how they cook their steaks. It's a question we asked last week, but then Jerry was coming into Seattle and we started talking about that in the chat room. So we just switched topics. So we did a do-over. This week we had to know how you cook your steak. And we had Bubba in the chat room. He says he cooks it sous vide. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, I believe
Something
you.
like that. He cooks it at 125 degrees sous vide for an hour and a half, and then slaps it on a skillet for 1 minute each side.
Okay.
And the sous vide was something like you put it in a vacuum bag or something, and kind of like cook it in water. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like you put it in a Ziploc bag and then you soft boil it or something. I don't know. I'd never heard of it before.
Like
it sounded really fancy, and he showed us the picture of what he uses to do that, and that also looked very fancy. Looked like one of those kitchen gadgets that you get for Christmas, and you're like, oh, that's going to the thrift store. Unless you cook steak on a regular basis, because the way Bubba was talking about it, it sounds like it makes a pretty damn good steak. So
it did sound pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever put in that much effort, but it does sound good. We'll have to go to his place sometime.
There we go. By the way, you're cooking for us, Bubba.
That's right. That's right. Well, tonight we had a few toasts in the chat room, but I think the best one was actually from Twitter. We had Mike Nelson toasting to the cornfields where he runs naked and free.
Yeah, apparently that's the only place where he feels free is when he's naked in those cornfields. So
the cornfields of Yakima.
Hopefully you stay on Eastern Washington, Mike.
That's right. Right after the toast, of course, I do my segment called Dig This, where I bring up a record from my collection and share it with you. This is technically not in my collection yet. This is one I borrowed from my local record shop, Bargain CDs, Records, and Tape. But I think I'm probably gonna take this one. Yeah.
You think you're gonna put a ring on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a ring on this one. It's really cool. It's obviously the soundtrack for The Return of the Living Dead, and we played the Cramps' Surfin' Dead off of this one. Really cool. I think this is the original pressing, and it's in pretty good shape. It does need some cleaning. There's a lot of dustiness going on.
You said that the catalog number that they etched into this record had something funky written on it?
So, on both sides, they got like an etching here in the lead out. I'd hit the effing brain.
You can swear. It's okay.
I can swear? Okay.
You can swear.
All right. Good for future notice.
The YouTube police will allow it.
If you really love me, you'd let me eat your brains. So that's some pretty cool etchings. You don't see stuff that long most of the time.
Because it takes a long time to do.
And you don't want to screw up the The grooves.
Right.
Some cool stuff there.
Thanks for sharing that tonight. That was cool.
I like that one a lot.
I'm gonna keep it.
We also have some music news coming up. Tomorrow, the 26th, Tom Price Desert Classic is going to be playing with Gallo Swings and DTS at Slim's. And then also tomorrow, we've got a big event coming up this weekend, the second annual Freakout Weekend. It's in Seattle, kicking off at the LFP Starlight Cinema with screenings of Devils, Angels, and Monsters A Go-Go.
Monsters A Go-Go!
And then also there's some shows for the second annual Freakout Weekend happening at Daryl's Tavern Saturday and Sunday. They're going to have bands like Primate 5, Cellwoods, Northwest Nuggets, Mobettes, and DJ Stevie D. Plenty of other bands happening there too. Check out Daryl's Tavern for more info on that.
Yeah, last year was the first Freakout Weekender, and it was a blast. I had so much fun at that. So if you can, go to this, because it's going to be a lot of fun, especially the movie night tomorrow night. If you can do that, it's going to be killer.
Cool.
Also, added a new album to the library of Zorch Radio tonight. There's a Portland band by the name of the Jackals. Nervous Records released this one. This is their second full-length album entitled Prowlin'. And tonight we played a song that was... a lot of psychobilly people might be familiar with a different version of it. It was written by Fleetwood Mac originally, but Los Gatos Locos covered it on their Psychobilly on Baptism one, and that's Someone's Gonna Get Their Head Kicked In Tonight, or Somebody, for all you nerdy sticklers out there. Somebody's gonna get their head kicked in tonight. The Jackals, long-time Psychobilly staple here in the Northwest, been going on for a long time. They evolved into the Flapjacks up until the late 2000s, when, unfortunately, when the members passed away, but Jackals, Flapjacks played a lot with Los Gatos Locos during the time frame, and that's where the original cover came from. Yeah, cover songs in Psychobilly is kind of like, yeah, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Additionally, you can always get in touch with us at zorchradio.com/contact. We got our address listed there. We've got all our social medias listed there, including our Elo profile, if you want to go follow. Also, email address, zorchradio@gmail.com. And if you want to contribute to the network, you can always go to realpunkradio.com. We've got a yellow banner right above the chat window that says, "Help keep DIY radio alive." Feel free to make a financial contribution so that way we can keep on doing these programs, just like Zorch Radio, just like Gone Mental, just like Rock and Roll Manifesto and Tommy Unit Live, handful of other programs as well on the network that you definitely want to help keep going on, because we don't get to do it if stuff runs out. So appreciate it. We'll see you guys in 6 days, 21 hours. Or actually, I don't think we're going to be doing a show next week, so it's kind of up in the air right now. We might see you in 6 days, 21 hours. At the very least, we'll see you September 8th. My name's Jake Noose. That's DJ Hodaddy. This is Zorch Radio, and we are reminding you that nobody cares about your haircut.